Hi everybody, this is Carol Ann Speaks, the State of Our World, on Sunday, May 24th, 2020. So what is the state of our world? Let's see if we can find out. Well, the coronavirus is still with us. People are still getting sick from the virus, and people are still dying from the virus. We have about over 1.5 million people who have the virus right now. We have about 96,000 people who have passed away from the virus. So something needs to be done. Obviously, testing is not being done enough or in the right way. We need to test everybody. If you test positive for the virus, we have to trace all of your contacts, and any contact who has the virus need to trace their contacts, treat everybody, quarantine everybody, and this nearly to be effective, this really needs to be done at national level for all 300 plus million of us U.S. residents. We have to do this on national level, which means the Trump administration has to put people in charge who know what they're doing. And that's the only way we're going to solve this. Right now, states have been opening up because it's the Memorial Day weekend. Why not open up? Why take a chance on losing all those sales as people are now allowed to go to beaches and parks and stores and all kinds of stuff that could make them sick? Now, I think that is a terrible idea to promote people going out and doing what they normally do when it could make them sick or kill them. But people think the economy has to keep going, the economy has to resurge, get better, grow. Well, if everybody is killed by this virus, no one's going to be around to buy anything in this economy. And as far as working, no one should force anyone to be an essential worker and force them to go back into a dangerous situation, like a virus-infected meatpacking plant, or farm worker situation where you work so closely together and you don't have enough personal protective equipment, or people living in nursing homes and assisted living homes and retirement homes, where people taking care of them are putting their lives at risk as well by being there. Homeless shelters are a breeding ground for the virus, as are prisons and jails. So why would anyone be forced to go back into a dangerous situation that could make them sick or even kill them? The people who encourage them to go back, and because they're essential workers, they should come in and do those jobs. So Trump and all your cronies, you want food to be created and processed and all kinds of things, then you go into these places and you do the work in the grocery stores, in the farm fields, in the hospitals, in the clinics, for the police departments, for the fire department, all over. All these jobs, they need to be done. Well, you go and do them. So you're telling people to go into dangerous situations that could make them sick or kill them while you sit in your office or your home, in your ivory tower, safe from everything, and then complain when these people aren't doing this. People should get their unemployment insurance and other economic benefits if they need them, and they should not be forced to go into an unsafe condition and be threatened with losing unemployment benefits and other economic benefits. That is bribery. Bribery that can cause illness and death. Very bad. So therefore, we have to do things smart, and if we do this smart, then we won't have those conditions in the future. We don't know when and if we're going to have a vaccine that will prevent people from getting this virus. We don't know when and if we're going to have a cure that will cure people who have the virus. So we really need to be smart about this and take care of everybody. Now, Native Americans have been hard hit by the coronavirus, and they are now turning to the earth and food sovereignty. So they're growing their own food instead of depending on going to a far distant grocery store and worrying about the money to pay for it. So they're growing their own food, they're returning to the land. Good for them. They have been horribly treated since the first explorers, settlers, conquistadors arrived here. Now, one casualty of the coronavirus, according to the media, is that drug cartels are losing millions of dollars because it's harder and more difficult to launder money and move cash across the border. So, therefore, drug cartels are not making the money they used to make. Good. Put them all out of business. Now, as opposed, this is 2020. We have a presidential election coming up in November. Trump is up for re-election. And for some reason, the Republican Party and their supporters are afraid of everyone voting, because there's a big push going on now for mail-in voting, because that's a safe way to vote. Have a ballot mailed to you, you fill it out, you return it to your county where you reside, and they will process it, and then you're all set. And then everybody stays safe, shelter in place, social distancing, quarantine. But the Republican groups, including the National Republican Party, that are suing California over expanded mail-in voting. In California, the Governor Newsom, has issued an executive order that every resident of the state should be sent a ballot, a mail-in ballot for the election. And Republican groups are suing California for this, because they're worried that if people vote, they will lose. So therefore, they do not want people to vote. They win when people stay home, when people do not vote. So if you are if you are a citizen, you have to make sure you're registered to vote. Contact your local voting office in the county where you live and find out. And if you're not registered to vote, you can do so. And on election day, you can vote. It might be dangerous to vote because of the virus, but if you request a mail-in ballot when you register, or as a current registered voter, you request a mail-in ballot, you just fill in your ballot and mail it in, and you are good to go. You're all set. So, there's any problem here? I don't think so. Okay, everybody. Now, remember, this is Memorial Day weekend. The official holiday is on Monday, tomorrow, May 25th. Today is Sunday, May 24th. So, this is a day to honor those who have lost their lives to protect all of us. They've been involved in the military service of the U.S., involved in a war or in training, and they deserve to be honored on this day. So honor them by thinking of those who've given their lives for us so that we could have a good life of freedom. Now, they are members of all the various services, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard, but also we should add to that the first line responders, the firefighters, the police officers, the healthcare workers, so that they're out there doing what they can to help us. And in this virus, this pandemic, grocery store workers, truck drivers, delivery people, all kinds of people helping those in assisted living homes and in retirement homes and in nursing homes. We have, and in various shelters, so a lot of people out there who are doing their best to keep us safe. So if you're being asked to wear a mask when you go out in public, you should do so to protect them. It's not because someone is telling you to do that. It's because it's a way of protecting you and everyone you come in contact with. So wear a mask, please. Thank you. And as far as honoring the people who have served in some capacity to help us and protect us, honor them by thinking of them and not going to the beach or a park or to play golf or to do all kinds of things that you used to do that you're worried about because now you're being denied that because you have to shelter in place, quarantine. We know one person who is not honoring those who have lost their lives in various situations on this Memorial Day, and that is our President Trump. He's honoring this weekend. The other day, he went out to one of his golf courses to play golf. Didn't care much about Memorial Day and those who have lost their lives. Seems to only care about himself and his own enjoyment and, of course, his bank account. So, do the right thing. Tomorrow's the actual holiday. Monday, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But this evening, think about those who have given their lives so that you could have freedom. So, think about that, okay? And don't think that being deprived of anything because of this virus, you're forced to stay home. Okay, enough of the lecture now. How about a little music? The song I'd like to sing is another song I wrote a while ago. It's called I'll Slay Your Dragons. It's an interesting song, and here goes. I'll slay your dragons, I'll slay them all. I'll kill all the bullies, I'll kill them all. Don't be a bully, be a nice person. Treat everyone as you would like to be treated. Oh, I'll slay your dragons, I'll slay them all. I'll kill all the bullies, I'll kill them all. So, don't be a bully. That's my song for today. And remember, Memorial Day. Now be safe, take care of yourself, take care of others, and remember, kindness goes a long way, a very long way. Thank you for tuning in this evening, Sunday, May 24th, 2020. Stay safe. Hope to see you all back here tomorrow evening for another session with Carol Ann Speaks, The State of Her World. Thank you. Good night.